Hello, everyone. It is the first performance of 2022 here from the virtual Club Passim. We have taken our open mics this month and taken them out of the room and put them online where things seem to be safer these days. I hope you are all safe and well at home. I was here at home with COVID all of last week. I'm being sprung free tomorrow. It was very mild, just mild cold symptoms, but I hope you are all safe and well, and that if you do catch this, that it goes as well as can be hoped for. We're grateful to be back here online doing these open mics. We've got, I think, 6 of them this month, every Tuesday except for the 18th, and we've got a couple of ones on Mondays as well. You can make a donation to Passim if you go to passim.org/open mic right there, and you can make a donation, help us keep these going, and help support this mission that we've had. So really since the pandemic started, we've been taking things and putting them online. For the past 6 months, we've been mostly in the room. And while we're in a bit of a dodgy time right now, we are going to be doing some things online. We've got Tracy Grammer and Jim Henry are going to be live online on Sunday, but we're going to be having some things in the room, and some things are going to be virtual. BCM Fest is going to be virtual this year. We just didn't think that we could manage something like that without while being in the room these days. So we're doing some things this way, some things the regular way. Hopefully we'll be back full time in the room again very, very soon. Thanks for your support through all of this. We just wrapped up our year-end fund drive and we reached our goal. So thank you to all of you for supporting us. We've got a 2-song open mic here tonight. We've got a dozen performers, I believe, here, and we are ready to kick things off with our first performers of the evening who have done the virtual open mics, but also in person. And we're going to get back there again, folks. We're going to get back to doing them in person again. But right now, please welcome up John O'Leary and Abigail Arndt.
Thanks, Matt. We're going to start off with a song called Best in You.
Time has come to move on from this dream we thought would last. We never got that far enough for each to get what we need. Despite long talks and second thoughts, we know our time is past. But I'll look back on this as just 2 lovers who so many ways to view the days, the road we had to cross. I guess there wasn't trust enough that we could ever be free. While you and I identify so much with things we've lost, can we look back on this as if it wasn't meant to be? You know I'll always see the best in you, the finest and the kindest side of you. Know how we've tried, we've done all we can. You finest and the kindest side of you.
was The Best in You, and we are John and Abigail. We're looking for a name for the duo, by the way. And if you come up with a name that we choose, we will, first prize is a night on the town with us. And we'll have a second prize too, the next best, and that will be 2 nights on the town with us. But I come up with great names for the duo, and she rejects all of them. They're brilliant names. I thought that the Special Snowflakes would be perfect.
Yep.
Or the Bleeding Hearts. Or Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog. Or the Soluble Fish. But she doesn't like any of them.
I have veto power. She could be anybody who worked a local family shop, a small town flower store. She dreamed of more than just a life of no significance. She could only hope for some deliverance. Nobody loved her. Nobody listened when she talked of flower themes and color schemes and gifts that meant a lot. Nobody loved her for all the days she worked the shop. Nobody loved the girl the world forgot. She could be somebody who'd write a story of her own and live a life in present tense where she could find the path to new experience. She knew someday she could make a difference. Nobody loved her. Nobody listened when she talked of flower themes and color schemes and gifts that meant a lot. Nobody loved her for all the days she worked the shop. Nobody loved the girl the world forgot. He was a nobody. He lived a quiet life alone. When he knocked on people's doors, they'd ask who's there. He'd always laugh and answer nobody. But when he met her, he felt instantly like somebody had touched his heart. Nobody loved her. Nobody listened when she talked of flower themes and simple dreams and gifts that meant a lot. Nobody loved her. No matter what some people thought. Nobody loved the girl the world forgot. The girl who had a gift nobody got.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year indeed. That was John O'Leary and Abigail Arndt. Great to have them here as our first performers of 2022. We're going to be back again tomorrow night with another virtual open mic. Visit passim.org and you're going to see our full schedule. But if you go to passim.org/open mic, you'll see just the open mics and you'll be able to sign up there as well and make a donation. If you're enjoying what you're hearing and you want to have this kind of programming still continue, make sure you come on back and catch us on Tuesdays this month, apart from the 18th, and then the first and third Monday. Boy, that got real confusing, didn't it? Just look at the calendar. It's all there. It's all there. You can find it all. So in a very inauspicious moment here at our open mic, our first of the year, our second and third performers are not here. So that's bad marks for them. Bad marks for them for signing up and not showing up. That's a big no-no in our book. You don't get to come back if you sign up and you don't show up for a virtual open mic. I mean, come on, how easy is it to show up to a virtual open mic? It's pretty easy. So Mark Ellistown is our next performer. And there he is. We were watching his screen and saying like, oh goodness, Mark is absent from his screen. But now it looks like he is settling in. And Mark is someone that we've had at our virtual open mics many times before. And he has sent us bread in the mail, which is interesting and slightly creepy. We did not eat the bread. But we would like to welcome Mark Ellistown here to the screen stage. Hello, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing great, Matt. You caught me by surprise.
Yeah, well, yeah. Our second and third performers have not arrived.
I'm sure it was a technical difficulty or something held them up. I'm sure.
Oh, of course. Not just
we always think the best of people until we hear otherwise.
I don't.
Right?
I really don't. You know, it's
You've gotten cynical.
But
by the way, Erica at the Bluebird says hello.
Oh, nice.
I've been frequenting there and playing
Very
there,
cool.
and really enjoying that club, and just know that I think were you guys on the Folk Alliance International board together? Is that right?
Yes, we were. Yep.
Yeah,
Erica's great.
She is great. She's doing a great job down there, just like you guys are. And by the way, thanks for making the responsible, not easy decisions that you've had to make. You're doing it on behalf of the community, and that's obvious, and we appreciate that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's another one of those strange times, and we don't know what we're staring down the barrel of right now, and it actually hopefully is looking better than it did a week ago.
Yeah.
So but it changes every day, and we're just doing all we can to find ways to get music out to people.
Yeah,
so.
No, I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm glad to be back here. The last time, I planned on coming to see you tomorrow, but we'll just have to, in lieu of the conversation we just had, we'll just have to hold that for the future.
Yep.
I had gifts for you. I had Sunbeam related gifts. Here, I'm going to
Sunbeam related gifts.
I'm going to preview one right now. And it's kind of campfire themed. This is very 80s. A thick plastic don't litter bag. Distributed at some point by Sunbeam Bread.
Wow.
I'll bring that to you in other campfire-related gifts when we can finally get together one day soon, right?
Excellent, yes. All right, Mark, well, what have you got for us this evening?
I'm going to play a song that's about life on the road and people who are long-haul truckers. And it's actually a tough topic because a lot of people don't know it, but among the trucking population, people who drive for a living, the suicide rate is roughly 10 to 15 times that of the base population. So it's really a sad set of circumstances, and it's obvious why, right? Because it's tough life on the road. If you make a Mack truck your home, it doesn't really leave a lot of room for a family life. And this song is dedicated to someone I know that lost their life on the road driving in South Georgia. It's called A Lone Highway. Driving down a lone highway makes a man think about where he's gone. See, I got my dreams, I can think my own way, but this GPS just drives me along. Rolling down this dusty highway, man can barely breathe. You stay in your lane and I'll stay my way. Hell, we're cruising hands-free. Mapping out the highways, even mile byways, bumping up against the FMCSA. 14 hours now, I'm at my limit. Gear down to pull down the shade. Driving down this dirty highway, dreaming of a better life. 2 kids, just some kind of home. Oh yeah, a beautiful wife. But like my daddy, right before me, I make this Mac my home. Just like my papa right before him, daddy died alone. I pulled over cause I was at my limit. Guess I had to grab a bite to eat. Sweet young gal was looking at me. Felt so sweet. Said to her, may I sing you a song? I know how to play. Smile came to her from ear to ear. She said, go ahead, it's okay. So I said, I've been driving down this dirty highway, dreaming of a better life. 2 kids, just some kind of home, and you, my beautiful wife. So I jumped from my seat, I got down on one knee. She started to cry before I could even say a word. Yes, she said yes. Yes, she said to me. There was even an old couple that overheard. Seemed so real I could touch her face, but then I heard the chirping of the birds. Morning came and I was wide awake. I could still hear her faded words. Driving down this dirty highway, dreaming of a better life. 2 kids, just some kind of home. Oh yeah, that beautiful wife. But like my daddy, right before me, I make this Mac my home. Just like his papa right before him, daddy died alone. When I go to sleep, there's not a curve in sight. Still have that same old dream. 2 kids, some kind of home. What a scene. Saw that beautiful wife in the middle of the night. Don't even know her name. Loved her so till came through the light. When the morning came, driving down this dirty highway, dreaming of a better life. 2 kids, just some kind of home. Oh yeah, that beautiful wife. But like my daddy, right before me, I make this Mac my home. Like his papa right before him, daddy died alone. Stopped for a bite, turned on the light, revealed I was still all alone. Just like my daddy and his right before him. This Mac Smack is still my home. Just like my daddy and his right before him. Smack is still my home. Just like my daddy right before me. Don't wanna die alone.
That's Mark Ellistown, everyone. Great song, Mark.
Thanks. I really appreciate the opportunity to play it.
Yeah, well, it's good to have you back here again. And one of these days, it's going to be live and in person in the room.
In person soon. I hope
All right.
so.
All right. Good to see you, Mark.
Take care.
That's Mark Ellistown, everyone. And coming up next, we are going to have a first timer here to our virtual open mic. I believe it's a first timer. We have Emmy McBee. Let's see. Emmy, there you are. Hello, Emmy. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me and everything like that?
We can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. It seems like the sound, your microphone is set to your headphone microphone right now.
When I sing, I'm gonna
unplug
it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So this is your first time here. Where are you tuned in from?
It is actually. I'm from Long Island, New York.
Excellent.
One of my friends actually lives up in Boston and was telling me there's a really big music scene up there and I should check it out. So I just found you guys online and I was like, that's such a cool idea. I would love to try it.
Excellent.
So,
Well,
yeah.
we're glad to have you here and we're excited to hear you. What have you got for us?
I have 2 original songs. One of them is going to be called South Road, and the other one is called Your Girlfriend. So I'm going to be singing South Road first. Yeah, I'm like nervous. Like everyone was really good. My sound quality is good. Oh, because of I don't know how the Wi-Fi is going to be, but we'll see. Okay.
Emmy, if you can hear me, you are now muted. You need to unmute yourself.
Can you hear now?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Perfect. Okay, here we go. So this is called South Road. We all have somebody who we like more than they like us. So that's what this is kind of about. We'll go here actually. Okay. Never know where he is on the weekend. Tell myself he is with his guy friends, chilling, doing nothing with her at all. Maybe Monday I don't know. Okay. I'll just go into the next one. I think I sang the other one a little too loud. Don't want to get cocky though. Okay, so this is called Your Girlfriend, and this is also about when you're dating someone who is treating you like a friend when you're a girlfriend. That's on Spotify as well, both of those songs, under Emmy McBee. And that's it. I only have 2 songs. Because that's, well, I mean, I have more songs, but I only have 2 ready.
That's Emmy McBee, everyone, from down Long Island. You can catch her songs on Spotify. Thanks for coming and playing for us.
Thanks, for sure. Thanks for having me.
You bet. You bet. All right. We've got more great music still to come. Up next, we're going to have... Who do we have next? Phil and the Flying Leap, I believe, are next, who we got to have here at our virtual open mic almost a year ago right now. It was back in January of 2020. We were in a much different and much similar situation than we are in right now. So here is Phil and the Flying Leap.
Hello.
Hello.
We
Hello.
meet again.
Yes, welcome back.
Thank you for having me. It's my
Absolutely.
pleasure.
Absolutely.
Can you hear everything now? I was having some
Yes.
driver issues, but now it's clear as a bell.
Clear as a bell. Sounds great.
Ding. Great. Excellent.
Take it away, Phil.
Great. Hi, everyone. My name's Phil, and today, in the isolation of my home in Cambridge, I am the entirety of Phil and the Flying Leap. But it's great to be here virtually wherever you are in the world. I just put out my new record. It's called Play the Part, and you can download it and stream it on all of the places. It's on Spotify and all those things. So I'm going to play our first single off the record, which is called Good Times, and there is a lyric video for this on YouTube. It's super cool, so I hope you check it out. And this song was kind of a tribute to Alston Christmas, which, if you don't live in the Boston area, is the day on September 1st when everybody in the city of Boston moves, and it's kind of a crazy thing, but you can get free stuff that people leave out on the street. But that's what this song is about, and you can see a really cool lyric video for it on YouTube. So here it goes. Oh, and it's kind of inspired by like Neil Diamond music. I'll say that too. I'm gonna start again. We built a life up from the carpet on the floor and sealed a scroll inside a handprint on the door. Vivere appassionato, carpe diem, that's my motto. Paint your colors on the walls, a golden grotto hidden in the falls. Lost in the clockwork of the day-to-day routine, we move from room to room with eyes on separate screens. If you still fear I fake it, break my heart before you take it. Find a shelter from the wind. I called you over and you phoned a friend. A heavy heart remains a heart at mend. Good times. They renovated and they raised the rent. They picked your pocket and you bowed your head. The lease was open and you lost your pet. Good times. We made a wager on a bright bay window rise. Ba-da-da-dum. A shadow on the hearth, but easy on the eyes. But how'd we get so claustrophobic? Dancing tit for tat aerobics. Open up your lungs and breathe. We settled down and now you want to leave. Who knew a place could leave a space to grieve? Good times. I pinched your pocket and you bowed your head, reiterating what you hadn't said. You might be smarter, but I'm better read. Good times, a word misheard, and right on track. We staunch and launch the first attack. I bore you on my back. My salt and sweat won't let my feathers dry. Our follies volley for control. Deeper and deeper down this hole. I'll keep my heart and soul. You learn to fly amidst the boxes of the lives that we once knew. I cracked a rusted lock and borrowed something blue. Who is this three-faced liar, weeping or a tumble dryer? Crank the cycle up to press. The tank was empty and I shouted yes. You told me never, but I asked for less. Good times. For every bone I broken by mistake, I flexed a muscle and you ate your cake. I only offered what you couldn't take. Good times. La-dum, ba-da-do-do-do-do. La-da-da-da-da-da-do-do. La-da-da-da-da-ba-da-do-do. Thank you. Ooh, we've got some people dancing. That's great to hear. Thank you, thank you. Okay, this is another dancing song off the record. The record is very different than me performing by myself. We were so lucky and had 24 local Boston musicians record on it. Not on every song, but on some songs a lot. So this song has a really sort of kickin' jazz combo on it. And it might it might be a little risque for the Passim audience, but I'm gonna push that boundary. It's a little late night HBO, but it's a song inspired by a jar of raw, organic, local, unfiltered honey that turned into a song about a gay bear hookup app. So if you can follow along, good for you. And if it's too much, just enjoy the music. It's called Billerica Honey. Woof woof, says he, from a pin off 95. This city slicker, skipping town, never have to learn to drive. With black door open and the back seat wet. Well, lucky me, this pedigree, every pet is gonna get a better pet. Well, I'm cooked in Cambridge, Somerville is on the shelf. In Mattapan, I want it, man, I gotta look out for my health. And his cup overfloweth in the quest to quench my thirst. He's my Billerica honey, and I said I saw him first. Bum bum ba da da dum. Look, says me, it ain't tricky to explain that if you want sugar honey, you can lick it all the pain. And his eyes turn beeswax, and the hair turn blood. Oh, picture your floor to leave it, leave it belly up within the flood. And I stayed your flower, and the hour turned 2. And before we blew it, honey, we had loved us black and blue. And my fate, I do not know it, but for better or for worse, he's my Billerica honey, and it's just the second verse. But says me, from the other side of town, ever since you flew here, honey, I can barely pin you down. And you put me through the ringer with your singer in my side. Boy, you're cute as hell, but I still can't tell if the addition were the goddamn right. Hush, hush, says he, what you wish is in my power, but to prove the truest, honey, I got a buzz from flower to flower. And I'll burn him, Lord, I'll smoke him, before I kick him out my hide. He's my Billerica honey, wanted dead but best alive. Knock, 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 says he, what you got is all you need. And if you want great honey, you gotta be prepared to bleed. And you put me through the ringer as you rub my wounds with salt. My shriveled slug ain't got no love, and it's all your ego's fault. Kiss, kiss, says he, what you are is what you eat. And if you eat daddy's son, you can help expect them eat. Well, I'm really sorry, Papa, no one speaks like that to me. Keep your Billerica honey, I got bitches in JP. Keep your Billerica honey, honey, don't come back to me. And that's all she wrote.
That's Phil and the Flying Leap. Good to see you, Phil.
Good to see you, Matt. Stay safe out there and stay warm.
Absolutely, absolutely. And get yourself some Billerica honey, everybody. Whew. All right. Well, we've got our next performer has been here at our virtual open mic before and played our virtual campfire festival as well. We've got Owen Kennedy up in Maine, a fiddle player. Hey, Owen, how are you?
Doing pretty good.
Excellent, excellent. And now, if I'm not mistaken, Owen, you just received one of Passim's Iguana Music Fund grants as well at the end of the year, didn't you?
I did.
And what is the money from that grant going towards?
I'm going to make an album this spring.
Amazing, amazing.
With Owen Marshall. Yep.
Great. Oh, with Owen, that's even better. I mean, gosh, Owen Marshall, it's a double Owen extravaganza. Well, we're excited to have you here. What have you got for us? You got a couple tunes from the upcoming project?
Yeah, I'm going to play some of those a little bit later. But I'm going to start off with some tunes from an ethnomusicology project that I've been working on for about a year now. It's called 50 Fiddlers from 50 States. And as the name suggests, I go through each of the 50 states, and I've picked a fiddler and learned a tune from their playing and learned a little bit about them. The first tune I'm going to play is called Black Tony's Juber, which was written by Anthony Clapp, a black fiddler born in 1749 in Connecticut. He was a master fiddler and teacher and keeper of the tradition. This tune was collected by William Sidney Mounts. And the second tune I'm going to play in this set, I learned from a recording of Ohio fiddler Lonnie Seymour, born in 1922. It's called Chillicothe Two-Step. He learned how to play the fiddle from his grandfather and fiddled all his life, whether it was as a teenager in his town for dances or overseas in World War II, entertaining the troops, or when he came back home and played in a band. If you want to hear some more about these fiddlers or some more of the tunes, you can follow the project on Facebook and YouTube. It's called 50 Fiddlers from 50 States. And you can watch it or follow it at Fiddler O. Kennedy. I'm going to switch fiddles for some Shetland tunes. It is the Untitled March, and then the full rigged ship, the new rigged ship, and then the fuller reel. I actually got to go to Shetland in 2019, pre-COVID, with the Pineland Fiddlers, and I went to the Shetland Folk Frenzy, which was directed by Kevin Henderson. And I actually got to take a workshop with Kevin Henderson at the BCM Fest earlier that year, and I learned the last tune of the set. So I'm going to play these tunes in a form of high bass or open tuning, which I found recently. It's a little different, a little bit lower. I'm going to put these on my debut album coming out, or I'm going to record this album. We'll see when it comes out in the spring with Owen Marshall. I'm super excited that I got the Iguana Fund, and thanks to Club Passim. If you want to hear more, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, my website, the whole shebang at Fiddler O. Kennedy. Thanks again.
That's Owen Kennedy. Great playing. Great to have you here again, Owen, and can't wait for the new record. Make sure you visit fiddlerokennedy.com and follow Owen on all social media, and you'll get information about when that record happens. Great to have you back. That's Owen Kennedy, folks. Great fiddle player from up in Maine. The new record is going to be produced by Owen Marshall, another great Owen from Maine. Maine has great Owens. What can you say? Coming up next is another, I believe, first timer here to our open mic. Please welcome up Sue Jeffers. Hello, Sue. Welcome. How are you?
Hello. Thank you. I'm doing pretty good.
Excellent. Excellent. Where are you coming to us from?
Kent, Ohio.
Excellent. And how did you find out about Club Passim?
I've been aware of the club for quite some time, and I just lived too far away to actually. I was excited to find that there was actually an open mic that I could get to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, that's what since we started doing these, it's like it's like all the benefits of the open mic without having to find parking.
Right. or go all several states away to play an open mic.
Exactly. Well, we're happy to have you here. What have you got for us this evening?
I have two songs from the CD I put out last year, Up With the Masses. And the first song is Lives Stolen, which was a response to all the police killings of black people. And the protests and the violence that was visited on the protests as well. And the second is essentially Expendable, which is an ode, I guess, to our government's handling of the COVID crisis since I wrote it last year. But a lot of it still applies this year. But here, I'm going to take this off. So we say their names, a generation sending pleas into a void that has no shame and accepts no blame for generations of lives stolen. From the days of slave patrols to tomorrow's deadly chokehold, say their names. William Green, Gamel Brown, Michael Dean, Kendall Watkins, Ora Rosser, William Burgess, Richard Price, Rayshard Scales, Botham Jean, Michael Thomas, Leon Johnson, Maurice Gordon, Alton Sterling, Tamir Rice. So we say their names, for generations sending pleas into a void that has no shame and accepts no blame for generations of lives stolen. From the days of slave patrols to tomorrow's deadly chokehold, say their names, say their names. Daniel Prue, Rayshard Brooks, Michael Johnson, Donnie Sanders, Janisha Fonville, Jacqueline Might, George Floyd, Chris Carter, Shawnee Fjord, Tatiana Jefferson, Manny Ellis, Desmond Hayes, Eric Reason, So we say their names for generations, sending pleas into a void that has no shame and accepts no blame. Generations of lives stolen from the days of slave patrols to tomorrow's deadly chokeholds. Say their names. Stephon Clark, Freddie Gray, Michelle Cassell, Kenesha Fuller, Michael Brown, Gabriela Navarez, Keith Collins, Akai Gurley, Breonna Taylor, Joshua Johnson, Tina Davis, Barry Gedges. So we say their names for generations, sending pleas into a void that has no shame and accepts no blame. For generations of lives stolen from the days of slave patrols to tomorrow's deadly chokeholds. Say their names. Say their names. Okay, and this next one is essentially expendable. Owning classes clamoring to us the workers money bring. Let them live on straps and string and eat those boots, now things are lean. Some workers they manipulate to take the blame and agitate, to put their families' lives at stake. Some masters' profits they can make. They say they know many more will die, even dare to call you the front lines. And it's thank you for your sacrifice, and now go make those pies. You're essentially expendable at 7:25. Plutocrats in Congress say the urgency has gone away. The owning classes had their day. 3 trillion plus is on the way. Help the worker to survive, not enough to really thrive. Comfort takes away the drive to die for 7.25. To say they know many more will die, I even dare call you the front lines. Oh, it's thank you for your sacrifice. Go and make those fries. You're essentially expendable at 7.25. The president called this a hoax, the last one. His followers he tried to coax to mingle while they praised his boasts. Into the market they were thrown. But distance now, the White House rule is too extravagant for you. Get back to work, you lazy tool. When you break, they'll get one new. Say they know many more will die. I even dare call you the front lines. Say thank you for ramping up their class war. And you know must be right. Oh, it's time, my fellow workers, for the general strike. Scheming even now on how to siphon out our bank accounts. Congress plans to help them out. Their priorities are not in doubt. Workers have their own demands, states and towns across the land, walking out to take a stand. This need not go to the bastards' plans. They say they know many more will die. I even dare to call you the front lines. And they're ramping up the class war. You know they must be right. Oh, it's time, my fellow workers, for a general strike. Time, fellow workers, for a general strike. And that's essentially Expendable from my CD, Up With the Masses.
And that's Sue Jeffers coming to us from Ohio. Thanks for coming and playing for us. You can find Sue's music at fbirecords.com. Make sure you visit that website and get your Sue Jeffers CDs over there. Thanks for playing.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. You bet. All right, now we're going to continue touring around the country. We're going now from Ohio to, I believe, North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. We've got Bet Patchett here, who has done our virtual open mic before. Hello, Bet.
Hello, you were right. North Carolina, you got a great memory.
I have a spreadsheet. It's not really a memory. Well, Bet, we're glad to have you back here. What have you got for us tonight?
I thought I would do a song that we've probably been hearing a lot lately, but I was going to do a different rendition of Auld Lang Syne. Many years ago, a trunk was unearthed somewhere in Scotland that it belonged to Robert Burns, and it showed that he admits that he heard an old man recite a poem once, and he took the poem and he tweaked it a little bit, and then he wrote not just one melody but 3 melodies to go with this beautiful poem about friendship, a long friendship that's lasted over time. And he had a favorite melody, but when he died, his editor, who was a friend of his who was helping promote him, chose a different melody for Auld Lang Syne. And the melody that his editor, his friend, chose was the one that we've been singing for hundreds of years, you know, to greet the new year. And so I'm going to sing for you Robert Burns' preferred melody, which was found in that trunk many, many years ago. Some of the words you might not know, so I thought I should explain that in a Joe is a term of endearment. It's like a sweetheart. And I'm trying to read some of the words right here. Surely you'll be your pint stoop. A pint stoop is a mug of beer. And a braes are hills and gowans are daisies. And when he sings, the seas between us braid have roared, he's saying that we have gone through some troubled times together, but our friendship has survived through thick and thin. And a fear is a friend, and he speaks of taking a right good willy walk, which is a good stiff drink. So this is Robert Burns' original and favorite melody to Auld Lang Syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot, never brought to mind, should old acquaintance be forgot, for Auld Lang Syne, for Auld Lang Syne, my Joe, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet, for Auld Lang Syne. Surely you'll be your pint stoop, surely I'll be mine, and we'll talk a cup of kindness yet, for all by morning sun till dine, but the seas between us Brady roars in old Lang Syne. There's a hand my trusty fear, and Guy's a hand of thine, and we'll talk a right good willy walk for old Lang Syne, for old Lang Syne, my Joe, for old Lang Syne, we'll talk a good kindness yet for old Lang Syne. I think that is so pretty, and it's different from the one that we have grown up with. So, here in North Carolina, at least in Raleigh, we have been enjoying sort of a whole week of 75-degree weather, and then this morning we wake up to like the temperature dropped 50 degrees, snow. So this is called When Winter Comes to Call, and it's on my new album, what I just put out a couple of months ago. The album is called Turning Over Stones, and the song is When Winter Comes to Call. So brown below, and the sound of children's laughter disappears behind closed doors when the sun sinks afternoon. As we bid farewell to fall, that's when winter comes to call. When frost sparkles on branches and geese journey south, small creatures are safe in secret places near the house. When the air smells thick of wood fire, the songbird's song is stalled, that's when winter comes to call. To get warm, mice burrow deeper in their holes. Bears in their dens dream through the winter cold. Mother goat sleeps in the barn, snuggling with her kids, holds them close to her heart to keep the warmth in. We bundle up in layers when the temperatures drop low. We wake up and come alive with the crisp air on our nose. Fortune is with those who have somewhere to go, to keep their family safe out of the sleet, out of the snow. When ice crackles underfoot and hearth fires burn aglow, comes sweet aroma from the kitchen. A baking dough, hot cocoa with your neighbors, warm cookies for them all when winter comes to call.
That's Bet Paget, sounding fantastic, Bet.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was a pretty mild case, luckily. So we're on the mend and looking forward to getting back in the room again, but great to be having these virtual open mics again. Great to see you, Bet. Make sure you visit betpaget.com to find Bet's music. Great having her back here again. Coming up next is, I believe, another first-timer here. We've got Dan Kiley. Is that correct, Kiley?
Yes, Kylie. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Good. Welcome to the Passim Virtual Open Mic. Where are you tuned in from?
Thank you. Arlington.
Oh, not
Or
far at all.
Or
We're
some
back
say
home.
Allington, some say.
Arlington. Arlington Station.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we are happy to have you here. What have you got for us tonight, Dan?
Got a couple songs I've written. One is in sort of an oldie that's been in hibernation for about 5 or 6 years that I'll start with. And then another one I wrote a couple months ago. The first one is called Daydreaming. It's sort of a idealistic, sort of a daydream. And it goes like this. Spring is spring and birds are singing. I'm sitting in the Sunday dreaming of a place where no one cares if you're agnostic or you're into prayers. A place where you can feel and believe whatever you please. Woke up the other day in the middle of May. My sense of humor had gone away. I looked for it here, I looked for it there, looked for it just about everywhere. Then I thought about life, and laughter was rife. Here's some advice for the human consumer. Survival kits need a sense of humor. It can be a friend or even a defense. Without humor, everything's nonsense. Ooh, some people are mad, some people are sad. Others don't appreciate what they had. If they realize all the things that they possess, perhaps they wouldn't be so mad and depressed. Happiness can simply be knowing what you have. Body body bottom body better. Body body bada bam bam bada. Body bam bam badim bam bada. Body bam 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 body. Bada bada da bada bada do. Body bam body badi badi badim. Spring is spring and birds are singing. I'm sitting in the Sunday dreaming of a place where you're not judged by how to go to bed, go to bed, go to God. Oops. Place where you can. Sorry, I screwed up. Spring is spring and birds are singing. I'm sitting in the Sunday dreaming of a place where not judged by money to burn or you're a flat broke guy. Place where you can feel and believe whatever you please. Well, that's an oldie that I sort of forgot part of it. Anyway, this other song is about apathy. And it's called Prisoner of Indifference. And it goes like this. Nothing lost, nothing gained. Your apathy's driving me insane. No interest, love or disdain. You're comfortably numb again. You don't care if it's wrong or it's right. Doesn't matter if it's black or if it's white. No excitement, not even slight. You behave this way both day and night. I can't tell if you're dead or alive, or if you have emotions inside. You're not even on the fence, just a prisoner of indifference. You've no interest in worldly affairs, or concern if things in life are fair. Your body's here, but your mind's elsewhere, happily numb in your easy chair. nothing lost, nothing gained. Your apathy is driving me insane. No interest, love, or disdain. You're comfortably numb again. I can't tell if you're dead or alive, or if you have emotions inside. You're not even on the fence, just a prisoner of indifference. Thank you.
It's Dan Kiley bringing it back local again here in Arlington, Massachusetts. Good to have you here.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, we've got coming up next is going to be someone who we've had here at the virtual open mic before. Heading back up to Maine, I believe, for Holly Clau. Hey, Holly, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Welcome back.
Thank you.
What have you got for us this evening?
I have some originals. I have one new song that I actually released last week. Yeah, last week I think. That is now available on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, and Amazon. So that's what I'll start off tonight with. This song is called 23, and you can download it anywhere where there's music streaming. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I know I think too much about people who don't know me, and I complain, wishing more people liked me. Don't dress to impress, didn't mean to make you mad. I know I have social anxiety, do better places where I know nobody. Around you I can't be myself, you're bad for my mental health. That's what my therapist told me. Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be so fucking difficult at 23? Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be? Thought I'd have it figured out. Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be so fucking difficult at 23? Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be? Thought I'd have it figured out by now. I'm an adult, but I still don't feel like one. I'm happy for you, but really I'm not. Hate the way I'm perceived, I feel like no one wants me. Damn, why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be so fucking difficult at 23? Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be? Thought I'd have it figured out. Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be so fucking difficult at 23? Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be? Thought I'd have it figured out by now. I gained a few pounds, don't wanna leave my house. Wish I could disappear. God, what am I even doing here? Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be so fucking difficult at 23? Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be? Thought I'd have it figured out. Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be so fucking difficult at 23? Why's it gotta be, why's it gotta be? Thought I'd have it figured out by now. Thought I'd have it figured out by now. Thought I'd have it figured out by now. So that is my original called 23. It is available everywhere on streaming. You can stream music, and I greatly appreciate downloads. The next song I am playing is another original I wrote called Born to Live. So, 1, 2, 3, 6. So here. So this is Born to Live. 2. I'm parked on the Holland, watching the city lights, a long way from home right now. That's the last thing on my mind. You made me feel on top of the mountain I've been climbing. It's my time. I was born to live this life for me. It's my time to see the sunrise on top of the mountain I've been climbing. It's my time to live this life for
That's Holly Clau. Great to have you back again, Holly.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
And everyone visit hollycloud.com and find the new single streaming everywhere you can get streaming music.
Thank you.
Thanks, Holly. All right, folks, I think that is going to be our final performer for tonight. We have another virtual open mic happening tomorrow night. There's several happening this month. If you go to passim.org/open mic, you'll see all of the upcoming virtual open mics, and hopefully we'll be having some in-person ones soon. Keep an eye on the Passim schedule at passim.org. We've got a lot of great shows coming up, both in the room and virtually. Thanks for supporting us through these times. They are still strange, aren't they? We'll be hoping to see you back in the room again very soon. We've got some shows coming up. It looks like maybe we do have one more performer coming in at the last moment. Here's Jordan Nichols. Hello, Jordan.
Hi, so sorry about that.
Not a problem. No, we're running ahead of schedule. So
amazing.
We are glad to have you. Where are you right now?
I am live from my mom's car in a McDonald's parking lot. So
that is amazing. What a perfect way to end this.
Yeah. All right. So I'm actually going to do some, I guess, a little bit of comedy, I guess, if that's cool. And so, all right. So I am, like I said, in my mom's car. I'm here because I am back for my first semester of college. So I'm 18, and something I learned in my first semester of college is mostly just that when I go out to clubs and bars, that the main goal is to get drunker without paying. And the main way of doing this, I've learned, is to dance with men, basically, with misleading circumstances, I guess. The misleading part comes in with when I realize I'm not interested in them because I'm a lesbian. Basically, that's when the ethics get a little bit dubious, I could say. They border around sex worker territory around that point, I'd say. But like a sex worker who has no guarantees and no expectations. She would have sex with somebody and then immediately be like, very politely ask for compensation. And she can't even get mad when he says no, because she knew it wasn't a sure thing to begin with. And if you can't notice, I don't look 18. I look like a 12-year-old, and I dress like I'm 60, like an eccentric 60-year-old. I have been told that I'm young since I was like 9, and I've realized that, while I may dress like your great aunt who never married, I have the face of somebody who is deeply engrossed with the Hunger Games franchise, which is basically just around the age of 9 to 12. I have baby face. People are always like, you'll love being called young when you're older, and I just don't know if I can agree with that, because I'm pretty sure that when I'll be 40, I'll still look like a 12-year-old, but I'll look like a 12-year-old who is very ill. I will be trying to buy like alcohol from a cashier, and instead of getting ID'd, he's just gonna call the hospital and be like, she's escaped. So like I said, I dress like an eccentric 60-year-old. I like to think that I dress like a cartoon character, which is to say that I want to look like, and I like this. I want to look like I have like one outfit. I want to look like you can dress up like me for Halloween and get mad at people for asking who you are. I want to look like an alternate universe Velma from Scooby-Doo. I want to look like I just ran through a wall and left a me-shaped hole. And, you know, mostly I want to look like you could walk up to me in Disney World and ask to take a picture. Kind of like, oh, look, honey, there's the main character from Alice in Wonderland sequel about Alice's cousin, Louise. And I imagine that Louise looks just wacky enough to be associated with Alice, but like a muted version and likely depressed. You know, she goes to Wonderland. She goes to Wonderland too, but she wears neutral toned clothes, and so her Wonderland is also neutral toned. And because she gets overstimulated easily. And she doesn't fall into a rabbit hole because she doesn't go outside. She just falls into the massive pile of laundry that's been ruminating in her bedroom. And when she gets to Wonderland, she just lies back down until the cat comes back and finally heckles her to taking her medicine. So I was a late bloomer. I didn't get my period until I was like 13 or 14, and I didn't get boobs until I was like 16, and I didn't get pubes until a couple days ago. That last one was actually a joke. I've been shaving since I was 9. My legs at least. I remember it too, the day that I found out what shaving was, and I remember looking down at my legs and realizing that the rest of my life was just going to be waiting for the day that I get a mustache. And because something that I didn't realize then, that I now know, is that when you get older, you get hair in different places that you never expected to see. You know, one day there won't be hair there, and then there will be. And I'm clearly hinting that I have hair in somewhere really weird. But for, you know, the sake of the audience, I won't say. That being said, hair is an evolutionary trait, right? It's used to, like, keep us warm and, like, keep bacteria out. So, like, why my nipples but not my feet? That's all. And I did give it away. Oops. So the other day, I was thinking about autism because I am an intervention specialist major. And people seem to be really scared of autism, was basically what I was thinking about. Because I was thinking about the lengths that people will go to in their mind, like, not get autism or whatever. Like, they won't vaccinate their kids so they won't get autism. And you gotta think about, what are they scared of, necessarily? Well, they're scared of their kids not making friends, right? They're scared of their kids, you know, being socially awkward and stuff like that. And getting bullied, maybe. Well, like, you know what's a really surefire way of getting bullied is getting, like, mumps. and getting, like, the diseases that the mRNA vaccine protects against. Like, have you seen mumps? It's pretty fucking disgusting. It's like, just a giant goiter. And now, this might be a bit bigoted of me to say, but I think I'd rather be friends with somebody who has autism than somebody who has a giant mump on their neck. And I think that's probably just because one can definitely be prevented and the other one cannot be. So if you can't tell, I'm a middle child. It's kind of shown by my everything. And in becoming a middle child, I've learned the art of lingering, and I use it for everything. An example of, I guess, lingering is when I was 14 and I joined my new school soccer team the summer before my first semester. The first day, I acquired, you know, a target to linger around and make her my friend. And so what I did was basically hung around her until she finally introduced herself to me. And then I obviously charmed her, and joke's on her because she's my roommate now. Was it creepy? Maybe. Cowardly? Joke's on her. So the world is definitely coming to an end soon. That's just for sure, isn't it? Like, we have a lot going against us. If it's not climate change, it's going to be COVID. And if it's not COVID, it's going to be robots. And I think that just not enough people are asking, what about monkeys? Because if we did monkey-human warfare, that would just be pretty funny and pretty interesting and unexpected. Like, it would take everyone by surprise, probably. Instead of being sad or frustrated that we could have stopped the end of human race and we didn't, we could just say, shit, no one saw that one coming. Nothing we could have done. And then we would just bow down to our monkey overlords, and it would be all good. And you know what? I think I might have just sped through all of that. And so I'm all good. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jordan. We'll all bow down to our monkey overlords. I see this is a whole new category of stand-up comedy from the back seats of cars. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. And like you just tour McDonald's parking lots and sit in your car.
Going around Ohio.
I love it. I love it. All right. That's Jordan Nichols wrapping up our open mic with some comedy. Thanks for performing for us here, Jordan. We're going to be back again tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another virtual open mic here live from Club Passim. Remember, you can make a donation at passim.org/open mic. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.